Alright, what up, guys? It's your boy Chris Sigastro. Kind of under the weather right now, but I'm going to do a little Week 3 recap. I'm going to try something a little different tonight. Congratulations to the winners from last week. We had a lot of trades today. First one just got accepted, getting all the text messages in now. No Sean Moreno for Malcolm Floyd. Floyd goes over to Fulcher's team. Musco gets no Sean Moreno. We'll see how that works out. Basically, what we're going to do is the NFL has had a lot of surprise teams this year. The Oakland Raiders beating the Jets. We had the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions, who are undefeated. You can mark it down now. They'll be in the Super Bowl. Just kidding. So that brings up the first question of the day. Who is the biggest surprise team? Is it, from our poll, the team of Justin and Binder, who boldly predicted they were going to win? Is it my brother's team, who's in first place? Or is it John Bungate's team? Vote. Go ahead. Voice your opinion. See what's going to happen with that. I'm not really too sure who it is. So, breaking down the games. First up, we have my boy Nicky's Mets taking on John Bungate. Nicky's Mets. I know the Mets suck, but 28 points, bro? Come on, man. 28 points. It's the biggest margin of defeat to a team ever. John Bungate posted 116 points. I mean, 28 points from that lineup is pretty pitiful. I think your team is pretty good. I don't understand how it's 0-3, but 28 points really got me reconsidering that. The season's still young. You could come back. You could bounce back. You have a big game this week. It's going to be tough for you to make the playoffs if you start off 0-4. It's a winnable division, but 28 points, that's really big. Next up, we have the Seductive Ducks, who beat Maine, taking on Jimmy, who posted 97 points. Seductive Ducks only posted 65. So, we got Howard the Duck. Quack, quack. You guys really ished the bed this week. Pretty embarrassing that you only posted 65 points after beating me. Talking how you're going to win a championship, and then you lose to Jimmy. You could have really solidified yourself in 3-0. Now you move into a tie with Mark for the first place division. Next up, we have Binder and Justin, who beat Musco 88-53. Binder predicted he would win by 35 points right here last week on our prediction show, and oddly enough, he did. Binder Damas, I guess. The kid that we called Andy Dalton, and Musco was making fun of, came through with his word, and he won the game. Musco's really banged up right now, and it's going to be tough for his team going forward. He just made that trade. Maybe it'll help him out. But subject for this game is Binder and Justin. Back up the bold prediction. Must Daddy. Let's go, Patriots. Oh, boy. All right. Next up, we have what I like to call the boring game of the week. No hatred between either of the teams. Not much juice in the game. And it was pretty boring. Moose, Fulcher, my boy, you only put up 64 points. And the island, known as Scott, only put up 46. What a boring game. I really got nothing to say about it. Scott, you made a lot of trades today. Good for you. So did you, Fulcher. Let's see how it works out. See in a few weeks how it pans out. Next up, we have Matt Peach, who takes on Mike Granis. Peach wins 88-73. What I gotta say is the topic of this game is change your team name. We get it. You're underrated. Change your team name. It's stupid. Finally winning 2 games in a row. Promise you were going to talk some ish. All you do is talk about me on the message board. Talk about somebody else. Don't be scared that Binder's going to beat you up. Be a man. Call somebody else out. Yeah. Alright. Next up, we have my game versus Mark. I predicted I was going to lose. I had a feeling he had really good matchups. The final score was 93-79. I just want to describe what watching a Jet game with Mark is like. It's multiple choice. So watching a Jet game with Mark is A, fun. B, is really into the game. That's true. That's a true answer. Or C, he almost broke my television. Which is true. Every time Darren McFadden would run one back, he almost remoted my television. Not that fun to watch a game with someone like that. So, and while they're beating you in fantasy, it's kind of upsetting. So I fought a 1-2. Still have hope for my team. Big game this week against Musco, former champion also. We'll see what happens. Moving along. Some topics to look for in week number 4. First up, we have Peach trades the first waiver pick with Nicky's Mets for Cat's out of the bag. He basically said it today on the message board that he's going to trade for Jamal Charles. Controversial of Granis to drop Charles over Peyton Manning in a protector league, but said he wasn't going to protect him. He's going to look for a big free agent pickup. We'll see how that one works out for him. We'll see. You know, Peach is going to maybe protect him. I don't know. Maybe he'll shop him for a pick or a player to be named later. Peach is in position to do that, winning record. Stole him on his bench. He doesn't really need him right now. Number 2, let's see. Can Mets get his first win of the year versus Jimmy, one of the hottest teams in the league, scoring over 90 points? I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked at the matchups yet. I'm going to go with the predictions later on in the week, but it's an interesting game. It's very important for both teams. Jimmy doesn't want to go to 1-3 in that highly competitive division, and Mets definitely doesn't want to go to 0-4. So it's a big game for both of the teams. All right. Next up, at number 3 is, does Granis want to win against Moose? Almost like in the NFL. Is it a suck for luck sweepstakes? But in this case, it would be the toilet bowl. I don't have a clever rhyme for it, which is ironic, considering that, yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, yeah, Granis might be tanking his season almost. That's why I dropped Jamal Charles, looking for that top waiver wire pick. You can go 2-2. That would be really big. Fulcher got another win. He's 2-1, fighting for first place. Tried to solidify his receiving core today by adding Malcolm Floyd. We'll see how it goes. Probably another pretty boring game. All right, the fourth topic, you could say, is which surprise team wins. This week, the 2 surprise teams face off against each other. Binder Justin taking on Bungay. I'm sure there'll be some ish talking on the message board, hopefully, between the 2 parties. Yeah, what else can you say? Binder and Justin backed up their words, and Bungay always has a lot of words for teams, so it'll be pretty interesting to see who wins this game. I'm looking forward to seeing who wins. It should be interesting. All right. Next up is the game number 5. Which team bounces back? There's an illustration of a basketball that I drew myself when I was bored. We have Scott taking on Mikey. Both teams lost last week. Scott made some running back moves, got Woodhead, got McGahee, and got a new tight end. My brother has a solid team. Let's see how he could do after losing this week. Time will tell. Next, which former champion will go? I wrote 0-3. I meant to write 1-2. I bet I was in a rush. Yeah, so this is a big game for me and Musco. Both of us don't want to lose and fall further behind in a very close division. It's going to be interesting to see who wins. Musco really banged up right now, but he always seems to put in good pieces for his lineup. Moving along, the last piece of this video. So, out of the trades that Scott made, who do you think got the greater than or the less than? You have McGahee, Wayne giving up, Hines Ward, and Mercedes Lewis. Oh, excuse me, Tony Gonzalez. And in return, he got McGahee, Mercedes Lewis, and Hines Ward, right? No. Yeah, I'm correct. My bad. I'm shot. Yeah, so he got that. I really screwed that up. This is live. Whatever, it happens. And we'll see. Only time will tell how those trades go out. We'll see how the Moreno-Floyd one breaks down. I'm sure there'll be some controversy. You already got a lot of texts about that trade possibly getting vetoed or not, but it's accepted, or enough people accepted it. With that said, I'll be back on Thursday with some predictions. I wish you guys luck. And that pretty much wraps this one up. Pretty good games on week 3. We're done with the divisions. We're moving along for some bye weeks. Make sure that your rosters are set for the bye weeks. Back yourselves up. And this week's waiver wire will be pretty interesting, considering that Charles will be the first pick. And then after that, we'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Signing off. Good luck. Peace.